Hey guys, welcome to Gregory Makes. Today I'm in my brand new studio which I'm really excited about. I've been building it over the last few months and although it's not quite finished yet, I'll have like a video about when it's done and sort of show you what I've done. Anyway, now I'm in my new studio setup. So here I've got my counters and a big white space behind me. And you know, I like the white, but I wouldn't mind having something a bit of a nicer colour backdrop. So what I've done is I've bought a great big canvas and I'm going to paint on it. Now, the idea I've kind of got is that I'd like to do like a sort of traditional sign painted sort of style sign. So I've brought this canvas and I'm going to go onto Adobe Illustrator, get a couple of ideas, and then once I'm happy, try and transfer it onto the canvas. So I start in Illustrator, I do a quick layout, place some text, see how it feels, and in terms of the fonts I use for the main text, I use WTR Roycroft, which is a Creative Cloud font. I also use Bodoni 72, and a typographer called Tom Chalky makes a lovely font called Brixton TC, which I use for the banner at the bottom. In my placeholder text I was writing 2016, however I realised I started Gregory Makes in 2018. I used a pen line to give the curve to the main text. I chose a bold red background and then I wanted to use gold text. With my design made, I wanted to now transfer it into making a stencil. So I took the original text, dropped it into another Illustrator file and started outlining the boxes of text. I have a Cricut Maker and therefore I'm able to cut out stencils with ease. It's a fantastic piece of equipment. I was limited to A4 paper and therefore some of my texts were divided up into small squares into individual characters. Others were phrases or words which would sit in one block, which would therefore hold the spacing correctly and stop alignment issues. I had to change the font in places to make little islands amongst the text so that the O's and the noughts and the nines wouldn't drop their centres. I exported the file as an SVG and uploaded it into the Cricut Maker. I know this is kind of cheating, but making it on a machine is so much quicker and it gives me such a clean, accurate result every time. Finally I get to put it together. I start painting my canvas and making it a nice, big, bright red canvas. I use frog tape to mark out the border. You see me here painting the border with red, the same colour as the background. The benefit of this is that it creates a seal so that even if any paint does run underneath, you won't see it because it's the same colour as the background. Then I layer on white, which will block out the red and then make the gold really pop when I paint that over the top. I find it's the best way for getting a crisp, clear line whenever you're painting. So you can do it on the walls when you're painting a house or a room, and it makes a really clean, professional finish. I borrowed a projector from an office around the corner and projected my design onto the canvas. Of course, projecting onto red is always going to be a very limited amount of colour that comes through, but it's just enough to help me line up my fonts and my text and my stencils over onto my design, and also trace the curves of the swashes with a pencil onto the canvas. Initially I tried painting the stencil with a paintbrush, and whilst that worked fine, I decided later on to go back and use a small sponge just to dab and place the paint over the top. And here's the proof in the pudding, perfect clear lines. Next I add the ornaments. Here I've got some scissors, a play button and a reel of film. Whilst I was dabbing the play button, I was trying to work out how many subscribers it takes to get a gold play button. Whilst for now this will have to do, if you want to help this channel grow, please subscribe or give it a thumbs up. Finally, I paint in the swashes, cover up any of the bleed that came under the stencils. And dab on the black type underneath the sign. And I'm done. So, it's finished. Really happy with how it turned out. I've made some changes along the way and it's a little bit different to how I initially designed it, but I think in practice this is a really nice design. I'm looking forward to getting it hung up on the wall and having it in the background of my future videos. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Thanks for watching.